Today, we're going to explore values, the hidden drivers behind every decision, action, and emotion. Welcome to another mini training here at Inner Compass Coaching. You can discover more at lifecoachlifestyle.com, sellingyourcoaching.com, and of course, be sure to subscribe to this channel. When values, inner values are in alignment, clients feel motivated, purposeful. But when values are in conflict, well, it feels like we're pushing a boulder uphill. As inner circle coaches, our job is to help clients uncover their values, resolve conflicts, and realign them with their highest goals. So let's jump in. We're going to do this under 10 minutes. Again, if you want full training, jump on board, become one of our coaches, and go through our certification program. Values are the emotional states or qualities we consistently seek. That's why when you go through our Inner Compass Coaching, we talk a lot about what's important to you about. Maybe we ask them what's important to them about freedom, security, love, success, contribution, peace, their job, their relationships. Values are basically filters for motivation. When a client acts, it's because a value is being met or a value is being threatened. So we want to find out what's important to them. Now, this is the core of our Inner Compass Coaching. We'll go to a lot more details on how to elicit multiple levels inside of the program, but basically, we're going to find out what's important to them. So what's important to you in career? What's important to you in your relationship? What's important to you in your health? And then we're going to write down the answer that they give us. Okay, so let's say they give us security or they want money. I want money. Okay, gotcha, money. So we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to go, okay, and what's important to you about having money? What does that give you? And we're going to go another level deeper. A lot of times they'll say, well, it gives me security. Gotcha, security. I understand that. Tell me more about that. Like, what's important to you about security? And then maybe we get down to a core value of peace of mind. They really want peace of mind. They don't want $30,000 a month. They want all their bills paid. They want peace of mind. They won't never have to worry about the future. See, the true value here isn't the money, it's peace. So, and a lot of times clients have values that clash. When you go through multiple layers of values, some will say, I want freedom, but then they want security. Security could mean working the corporate job. Freedom could mean out on their own, building their own business. Success. But then many people say, I want success, but internally they're scared they're going to lose family time. Adventure versus stability. When conflicts exist, they sabotage motivation. So we got to spot the conflict. As an Inner Compass coach, you got to spot the conflict. And then you create a higher level value that integrates both. For example, freedom and security, the higher value is an empowered choice. So we want to list their values. How do we do this? We list their values in order. Now, how do we get those? We ask them what's important to you about. If comfort ranks higher than growth, they'll resist change. Let me say that again. If it ranks higher than growth, they'll resist change because they want the comfort more than they want the growth. So we've got to reorder or redefine to support the desired future. Then we future pace, asking the client to imagine and to share with us in vivid detail a life fully aligned with new values. So ask yourself, what top 5 values in life? Rank them. What's important to me about each of those values? And do they support your goals or do they block them? So practice with someone, practice with a peer, capture the exact words the clients use. Identify one value conflict in your own life and reframe it. Values drive every choice. When you help clients realign their values, you remove hidden conflicts. You unlock natural motivation. So just last week, I'm working with a client, and they're trying to determine which business model to build. And they've got their mindset. So we go through, and they both will work. One is a smaller business with leaner profits, okay? But it's going to require them to do a little more of the work. The other business is a larger business. They could outsource most of it. They'd work on smaller margins, but it's bigger. Either one could be a great business, but we had to get into their values so they wouldn't sabotage. When finding out what's important to them and about a business, and we went through multiple layers, then we said, what's important to you about lifestyle? Why is that important? Where's this coming from? we came up with one value that was really important above all. And that was their time freedom. And why was freedom? That was the ultimate value, was freedom. We've kind of find out they lost time with family. They lost time in other ventures. They never wanted to do that again. So what did we do? We actually helped them invest into a company that was already moving. Okay, so they could jump onto a train that's already moving instead of trying to get the momentum going. So we helped them move into a company that's already there, get equity in that company, and place themselves in a position to earn income while still having time freedom. So it wasn't A, it wasn't B, it was actually C. And sometimes we think in binary when it comes to decision making. Do I do A? Do I do B? Vanilla, chocolate. And sometimes it's not A or B. It could be C, D, E, F, 1, 2, 3. So we had to change some things. So values elicitation, very important. What's most important to you watching this? And then ask other people that. What's most important to you about your career? Listen to first level answers. Dig a little deeper. Gotcha. What's important to you about that? And then go a little deeper. Ultimately, what's important to you about, and we're going to the keywords that it gave us, and we're digging deeper. Again, in the course and on our calls, that we do weekly calls every week with our coaches to help you become the best coach you can be. We will walk through these in detail. So, you want to know more? Curious? Go to lifecoachlifestyle.com. Grab hold of our book, Life Coach You, or go to sellingyourcoaching.com and pick up our case study so we can show you how to become a full-time life coach and enjoy it in the process. I'm Wayne Sutton. I'll see you on the next video.